Guys, I survived. I made it through Men in Black International. Honestly, I have to be honest here, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It really wasn't. Chris Hemsworth was just as fun to watch as he usually is. Tessa Thompson was, for the most part, pretty good as well, even though, look, as far as the woke elements go, this movie wasn't quite as bad as I was expecting it to be. Besides the moments that we've already covered here on the channel, that I discussed in other videos, there wasn't really anything beyond that was super woke or anything, so that was good. But, you know, with all that being said, you know, honestly, like I said, I didn't mind this movie as much as I thought. I thought I was gonna hate this movie, I really did, but this movie actually wasn't that bad for the most part. The thing is that when I was watching this movie, I was like, you know what, this reminds me a lot, in a lot of ways, like the other Men in Black movies. It's not as good as the other Men in Black movies, but it still is as stupid as the other Men in Black movies are. And, you know, I guess that's the thing. When it comes to Men in Black, you can't really take it too seriously. It's the same thing with this movie. You really can't go into this movie expecting to take it very seriously. One of my biggest problems with this movie, though, was that I didn't laugh a single time during this movie. That was a big problem, because, you know, these movies should be at least a little bit funny. I didn't laugh a single time. There was not a single thing in this movie that even made me chuckle. So that was definitely an issue. Definitely an issue of the movie. You know, visually, this movie was quite pleasing to the eye. It was very fun to watch the stuff that was going on screen, despite the moments that were kind of very Spy Kidsy, I guess, just with how cheesy and cheap they were. The writing was tolerable, I guess, but, you know, for the most part, this movie wasn't as bad as most of the reviews make it out to be, but at the same time, it also wasn't really anywhere near on the same level as the original three, you know, Men in Black movies. So where it goes from here, I really don't think that there's much of a future for Men in Black, to be completely honest, because of how badly this movie is doing in the box office. So I don't think that we're going to be getting very many more of these movies. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's worth seeing in theaters by any means. So I'd say if you are gonna watch it, which, you know, maybe if you're just looking for something really stupid to put on some night, maybe this would be a good movie to put on. But definitely save your money. Don't go see it in theaters. It's not worth seeing in theaters. I'd say wait for it to maybe hit Netflix or Blu-ray or something like that. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. But yeah, so I would give this movie probably like a 2 out of 5, which is kind of on the same level of like Captain Marvel and stuff. So yeah, you can take that however you want. But you know, like I said, this movie wasn't terrible, but at the same time, it was really stupid, and I really didn't feel like I gained anything from watching it. So there you go. There's my review for Men in Black International. I hope you guys enjoy. This is just a really brief review because I feel like there's not much to talk about with this movie. Because yeah, like I said, it's pretty dumb. Pretty dumb movie. So yeah, it doesn't require much to dive into really with the movie, you know. I expected Chris Hemsworth to be funnier. That was one of the things. I expected at least Chris Hemsworth to be able to pull a few laughs out of me like he usually does. But I don't think it was necessarily Chris Hemsworth's fault, and I don't think it was necessarily Tessa Thompson's fault. I think it was the writing. The writing, in a lot of ways, was the issue here. They just didn't. None of the jokes really landed. They came close sometimes, but they never really quite got there. So that was definitely an issue of the movie. But yeah, you know, it was okay. So with that being said, let me know in the comments below if you have seen it, what do you think? And I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye.